One of the first trips Lupa and Nova took was to the nearest CV Link access point. This access point is located on Avenue 50th and Tyler Street. It is approximately 3 miles from Nova Academy, which is why it was too far to walk after school, and we had to drive to do the site visit. As soon as we arrived, we noticed that there was no designated area large enough to hold an appropriate amount of vehicles. We also noticed that the sidewalk wasn't paved continuously down the road like many of the streets in our community, which makes it unsafe. The only place we could visualize CV Link was on a steep dirt hill that conveniently ran through the whole section of the trail. We attempted to climb the steep hill and struggled but succeeded. We almost fell various times, and by the time we got to the top, we had dirt all over our shoes. It was extremely difficult for us to imagine a safe route on this hill. We noticed the height of the hill, which seemed dangerously high. On the other side is a river channel that looks like a deep pit, which then connected to Highway 86. We discussed issues involving privacy, lighting, and safety during our trip. For example, the backyards of homes next to the trail were completely visible. Several of them had trash, graffiti, and loud barking dogs. In addition, the sun went down and we were left with very little light within about an hour and a half of being there. Although it is obvious that planners consider this being an issue, we would like to hear more feedback. Moreover, we would like for security and safety measures to be addressed. We walked towards Avenue 50th, a very busy street that cuts right through the trail, to circle back to where we had parked. If we wanted to continue north on the trail, we would have had to get off the trail, cross the street, then get on the other side. Through our involvement with the health impact assessment for the CV Link project, we heard feedback about a bridge being built, but at the same time there was a concern that there may not be enough funding. Despite these observations, we saw an enormous amount of potential on the trail. For instance, CV Link's location being away from the city meant that one could feel more at peace and free when using the trail. Furthermore, the nice view of the mountains and desert-like terrain gives one the feeling of being in a vast land when truly it is only a few miles from home. These are the things that initially stood out to us when visiting the trail. To conclude, it seems that the eastern portion of CV Link has not been looked over as well as the western portion. It also appears that the people who will be affected the most, such as those near the trail, are probably the least informed. Our overall goal is to reach an equilibrium in this project in order to ensure that the economy, the environment, and society can benefit from it.